service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell, your full AccuWeather forecast right across the top of your CNC local news page. Going, and gone. After more than a century of crossing the Genesee River at the Port of Rochester, the old Hojack Railroad swing bridge is gone, at least the steelwork. Crews are still working to demolish the center pivot on which the bridge once swung, and which is now to be removed as part of the project to eliminate what the Coast Guard considers to be a navigational hazard. CSX Rail is funding the demolition of the bridge. Local preservationists had hoped to keep it as a unique structure on the Great Lakes, but that fell through, and now the bridge is being ripped out. Some along the river also thought it was an eyesore. CSX has offered historians and interested parties artifacts from the bridge, and here it is in its glory days and its not-so-glory days. 7 teenagers were taken to area hospitals Tuesday night after the crash of a pickup truck in the town of East Bloomfield. The truck rolled over and crashed on Pond Road near Route 444 when the 19-year-old driver apparently lost control on a sharp curve. The Ontario County Sheriff's Department says excessive speed may have been the cause. Deputies said it was a 35-mile-per-hour curve, but the pickup truck was apparently doing more than 55. They say the truck rolled multiple times after swerving off the road, tossing 4 of the teens out as it went. None of them were wearing seat belts. 2 of the teens were seriously injured, taken by Mercy Flight to Strong Memorial Hospital. 2 others went to Strong by ambulance, and 3 others went to F.F. Thompson Hospital in Canandaigua for treatment. All were from Bloomfield. The Ontario County Sheriff's Department identified the driver as 19-year-old Alexander Brown. He was treated and released from F.F. Thompson. No word yet on whether he'll face charges. Passengers Jessica Henry and her sister Joelle, both 17, are in guarded condition as of Wednesday morning at Strong. Haley Dewey, 15, in satisfactory condition at Strong. 13-year-old Megan Henry in guarded condition at Strong. 18-year-old Joshua Brock and 16-year-old Morgan Henry were treated and released from the Canandaigua Hospital Tuesday night. Rochester police say a 32-year-old father of 7 children was shot to death Tuesday night at the door of his home on Tremont Street. Jamar Washington worked at the Rochester Family Mission just down the street from where his body was found in the doorway of his house. He was pronounced dead at the scene after police arrived in response to a 911 call and found him shot in the chest. The RPD's Major Crimes Unit is investigating. Police have not released any more information yet. Governor Andrew Cuomo and Lieutenant Governor Bob Duffy boarded an RTS bus and toured economic development projects around Rochester and the Finger Lakes Tuesday as part of the governor's effort to regionalize the state's economic development programs. Also on that bus, key players in the Rochester area economy, including University of Rochester President Joel Seligman and Danny Wegman, the CEO of Wegmans. They visited the Port of Rochester, where a $19.9 million 5-acre public marina and other associated buildings are under construction. Eastman Business Park, the former Kodak Park, which is now a developing site for new businesses, and the Midtown Tower, where nearly $54.5 million of private sector investment is going into redevelopment of the former site. Speaking of the University of Rochester, the parents of a slain U of R student have sued the university, the man accused of stabbing their son, and the fraternity where the stabbing took place last year. The family of Jeffrey Bordeaux Jr. filed their suit Tuesday in State Supreme Court in Rochester. They accused the university and the fraternity of negligence for failing to take appropriate steps to prevent the sort of violence that led to Bordeaux's stabbing death. The University of Rochester Jr. was stabbed in a fight that broke out January 15, 2011 at the Delta Upsilon fraternity. Another student, Darren Venable, was found not guilty of second-degree murder by virtue of acting in self-defense. The suit charges that Venable was drinking at a party before the fight and that the university failed to prevent the underage drinking from taking place. The suit seeks $24 million in damages. The university said it had not yet been served and did not have any comment. More than 24 dogs and cats were killed in a devastating house fire in Ontario County late Monday night. Lori Hicks and her fiancé, Harold Power, bred Alaskan Malamutes at their home on Goff Road in the town of Canandaigua. They were alerted to the fire by smoke detectors. They were able to get out and save 4 of the dogs before being driven back by flames and intense heat. Both suffered smoke inhalation, and Hicks was burned as well. Ontario County Fire Coordinator Jeff Harloff said the fire started in the basement, possibly caused by an electrical problem or by heaters used to keep the newborn puppies warm. The couple lost the house, an antique collection, 7 adult dogs, 12 puppies, and 8 cats. And Greece police have charged a 28-year-old Greece man with burglary and criminal mischief after a police lieutenant spotted him acting suspiciously at a home on Latona Road. The department says Mark Huff ran from the rear of the house when the officer knocked on the front door. He was arrested after a foot chase and found to be in possession of burglar's tools. Huff was sent to the Monroe County Jail on $10,000 bail. He faces a return court appearance on Thursday. To the left of this player window, you can find links to these and other stories at the bottom of the page, links that you can use to directly post us news items you've heard about or think we ought to check out. As we're a community news resource, we also want to hear about your birth announcements, wedding announcements, business openings, all that kind of thing, and we'll put it up here on the Daily. Next news as it happens, updates when necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.